Hello, dear students. I am Dr. Mahesh Nagas. In this video class, we'll be discussing the prose, The Journey, written by Indira Goswami. This is class one of this prose. Yes, dear students, this is a picture or photograph of the writer Indira Goswami, whose lifetime is from 1942 to 2011. Okay, let us have a look at the recap. In the last prose, in fact, not the last class, last prose, emotion and discipline. Of course, this is the title of the prose we discussed in the previous classes. And there, we learned about the aims of education and behaviorist theory, or a theory of reward and punishment, we can also call. At the same time, we came to know about the limitations of this theory. This theory is behaviorist theory. We studied about undesirable habits like kleptomania and bedwetting. Okay, and we also knew that it is important to operate upon feeling more than operating on overt behavior. And of course, at the end of the prose, we discussed at length the importance of freedom and safety. Okay, freedom and safety. Okay, coming to this class, dear students, let us have a look at the objectives which this class has. The first one is to make the students know about Indira Goswami, the writer. Okay, so you will know some basic information about the writer Indira Goswami. To make them comprehend nature's beauty of Assam, Assam's natural beauty, okay, the state of Assam, its nature, okay, you will comprehend its beauty. To make them aware of the problem of terrorism in Assam. Yes, you will know the problem of terrorism in Assam, of course, along with some other problems like natural disasters. Okay, dear students, have a look at the writer Indira Goswami. Indira Goswami, yes, in bracket what we have, Mamoni Roysam Goswami. This is her pen name. This is her pen name. Yes, she was born on 14th November 1942, Guwahati, of course, Assam. Yes, she was a writer, scholar, professor, editor. Look at this, okay, multi-talented person she was. She won Sahitya Academy Award in 1983 and Jnanpith Award in 2001. Jnanpith, the highest Indian literary award, literary honor, highest Indian literary honor, Jnanpith Award in 2001. Of course, both are prestigious awards. Her popular works, okay, The Blue Necked Raja, 1976 publication, The Rusted Sword and two other novels, 1990 publication, Pages Stained with Blood, 2001. Okay, these are some of the important works by her. She died on 29 November 2011, aged about 69 years in Guwahati, Assam. Yes, the prose. What is the prose about? Okay, so here are some important topics or things that we see in the prose. This prose depicts two travelers stranded on a highway when their car breaks down. Okay, their car breaks down. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರು ಕೆಟ್ಟು ಹೋದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈವೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲರ್ಸ್, ಇಬ್ಬರು ಪ್ರಯಾಣಿಕರು, they stranded, that becomes they don't know what to do at that time, at that place. So this we see. And of course, they take refuge. These two travelers take refuge with an impoverished old and poor couple who run a tea stall. Yes, they take shelter or refuge there, of course, for a short time. And there, okay, by observing this couple, old couple, they observe how life has taken its toll on the old couple, the condition of the old couple. Okay, they observe by depicting or focusing on the condition of the old couple. The text or the story throws light on the plight of common people in Assam who face the myriad troubles of natural disasters, a hostile and repressive state, and militancy. Look at this. This this old couple is just an example. Through their, I mean, this example, the writer or the story tries to tell about the plight of the common people in Assam who suffer from natural disasters, hostile and repressive state, and militancy, terrorism. Okay, right. Fine. Now let us analyze. Okay, the text, of course, a part of the text, not the entire text in this video class. Right. Just now I told that two travelers. Okay, yeah, the two travelers are Professor Mirajkar and the writer Indira Goswami. These two, okay, these two are travelers, and they were returning after a visit to the Kaziranga National Park. So they had gone to attend a conference organized by the students of Assam at Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga National Park ಅನ್ನೋ ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸ್ಸಾಂನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಮೀರಾಜ್ಕರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ರೈಟರ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಲೀಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಬ್ರು ಸಹ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳು. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಗಾನ್, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್, ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ವರ್ ರಿಟರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗುವಾಹಟಿ ಕಡೆಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, and this area, this traveling area, okay, the area which these two writers are traveling falls in the territory of the militants, and it is covered by thick forest. ಅವರು ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಏನು ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಟೆರರಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿಲಿಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಒಂದು ಏರಿಯಾ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತೀವ್ರವಾದಿಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಉಗ್ರಗಾಮಿಗಳು ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಥವಾ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಚರಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಏರಿಯಾ ಅದು. Covered by thick forest. Okay, this area is covered by thick forest. That is, many times maybe okay use this thick forest as their hideouts. ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಅಡಗುದಾಣವನ್ನಾಗಿ ಈ ಥಿಕ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈ ಟೆರರಿಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಗ್ರಗಾಮಿಗಳು ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿತ್ತು. Yes, these two okay, colleagues, they work in Delhi University. Delhi University ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Fine. Now, as I told, they were returning to Guwahati. They were anxious to reach Guwahati before dark. Okay, before dark, because militant area and thick forest. They were anxious to reach Guwahati before dark. Of course, from Guwahati, they will reach Delhi probably. Okay, their working place. ಗುವಾಹಟಿ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಕತ್ಲು ಆಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ, ಕತ್ಲು ಕವಿಯೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಗುವಾಹಟಿಯನ್ನ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕನ್ನೋದು ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಯಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Mirajkar was not afraid of wild animals. Of course, thick forest, we know that, but Mirajkar was not afraid of wild animals. Even though any wild animal came before them, okay, he would not have afraid. Okay, ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಮಿರಾಜ್ಕರ್ಗೆ. But he was afraid of terrorists. He was afraid of militants. Okay, so ಅವನಿಗೆ ಭಯೋತ್ಪಾದಕರಂದ್ರೆ ಭಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ why he was afraid of terrorist means one of his friends was killed, okay, in Punjab by Babbar Khalsa militants. So Babbar Khalsa ತೀವ್ರವಾದಿಗಳು ಅವರ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರನ್ನ ಸಾಯಿಸಿರ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ he was afraid of terrorists. Right? So they are traveling, ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. They are in the car, ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. Mirajkar asks her if terrorism is controlled in Assam. Yeah, because Indira Goswami belongs to Assam. Okay, she is from Assam. She was born in Assam, of course. He asks her whether terrorism or this problem of militancy is controlled in Assam. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಸ್ಸಾಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ತೀವ್ರವಾದ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ಭಯೋತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ he asks. Yeah, she does not know what to tell him. She does not have an answer to reply him. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ನು ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ she Okay, I mean, feels confused because why she does not tell any proper answer to his question means on the way they had to cross a few checkposts. Okay, ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಕಡೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಗಳಿದ್ವು ಆ ಚೆಕ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ದಾಟಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ವೈ ಚೆಕ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲರ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ದ officials at the checkpost, okay, they examined every traveler with focusing the torchlight on their faces. ಮುಖದ ಮೇಲೆ ಟಾರ್ಚ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ವೆದರ್ this problem of militancy is still there in Assam. So she just remains quiet. Fine. So the writer imagines herself sitting on the veranda of the Kaziranga tourist lodge. Yes, maybe yesterday, last night, they might have halted at Kaziranga tourist lodge. Okay, a tourist lodge ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು halt ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ. So she remembers that place. ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ sitting on the veranda. Okay, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು and listening to the wind rustling the thick clumps of bijuli bamboo. Thick clumps means a bunches of bijuli bamboo. ಬ್ಯಾಂಬೂ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ಜೋರಾದ ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಗಾಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಂಬೂ ಏನು ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಓಕೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಬೂ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ they make a peculiar kind of sound. She remembers that sound, okay, how she listened that sound. And of course, she also remembers the moon spotlight, a huge owl that sat on a chatham tree. Moon, it's moonlight falling on the huge owl, and its disproportionate head. Okay, disproportionate head. ಅದರ ಒಂದು ತಲೆಯನ್ನ ಅದನ್ನ ಅದರ ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ಆಕಾರವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಸಹ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗೋಸ್ವಾಮಿ. Right, but while Indira Goswami was remembering the time she spent at this Kaziranga tourist lodge, Miraj Kaur was sitting worrying about terrorists. Miraj Kaur was sitting worrying about the terrorist. Indira Goswami ನನ್ನೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ನೋಡಿದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಸೊಬಗನ್ನ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿರಾಜ್ ಕರು ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವರಿಂಗ್ about the terrorist ಭಯೋತ್ಪಾದಕರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಾಬರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Yes, terrorists owing allegiance to Babbar Khalsa and JKLF, Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front, JKLF, had managed to infiltrate the jungles of Assam. Yes, he heard that, okay, so Miraj Kaur ಸುದ್ದಿಯನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಏನಂತ terrorists, militants, owing allegiance. Okay, and that means who are what we can say, who had association with two militant groups. One is Babbar Khalsa, another is JKLF. Okay, the militant terrorists who belong to it, we can say. Okay, and ಈ ಒಂದು ಬಣಗಳಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿದಂತಹ ತೀವ್ರಗಾಮಿಗಳು ಉಗ್ರವಾದಿಗಳು they had managed to infiltrate the jungles of Assam. So ಅಸ್ಸಾಂನ ಜಂಗಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರಂತೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ to join hands with the local militants, local extremists. ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಭಯೋತ್ಪಾದಕರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ತೀವ್ರಗಾಮಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಬ್ಬರ್ ಖಾಲ್ಸಾ ಮತ್ತು JKLF ಈ ಉಗ್ರಗಾಮಿ ಸಂಘಟನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿದಂತಹ ಉಗ್ರಗಾಮಿಗಳು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಸಹ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಮಿರಾಜ್ ಕರ್. Yes, so we know that they are traveling by car and they are speeding on the national highway. So national highway road, so the car is going fast. Right on the either side were distant hills, just Assam. Okay, so it's a state of hills and forests. So on the either side were distant hills. ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಟ್ಟಗಳು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. And of course, along with the hills, you can see okay paddy fields, cotton, khaira, sisu, holang, poma, bogi poma, bokul, and teak trees. Okay, these are different names of trees and crops. Okay, that we can usually see in the forest or in the fields of Assam. So all these things, okay, this Indira Goswami is enjoying observing these things. Excuse me. So Miraj Kar would jump up now and then whenever he hears or trying to hear the sound of distant gunfire. While Indira Goswami is enjoying the beauty of nature, Miraj would strain his ears to listen to the distant gunfire sounds. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಗನ್ ಫೈರ್ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಗಮನ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಹಿ ವುಡ್ ಜಂಪ್ ತಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಾಬರಿಯಿಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಎದ್ದೊಳ್ತಿದ್ರು ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ. Right, so silently the journey is going on. Meanwhile, the driver breaks the silence. The driver breaks the silence. Okay, he starts talking about something. Let us see what he talks about. Yes, he tells about the condition of Assam. Last year, this road was smeared with blood. There was always crossfire of machine guns, exploding grenades. He tells that okay, just last year, the road on which they are traveling covered, smeared with blood. Okay, there was always crossfire, exchange of gunfires, machine guns. Okay, maybe the military and the extremists. ಈ ಕಡೆ ತೀವ್ರಗಾಮಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಬ್ಬರ ನಡುವೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಘರ್ಷಣೆ ವಿತ್ ಮಷಿನ್ ಗನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ಸ್, ದ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ಸ್. So last year, one could see all these things happening on the road or in the state of Assam. But now it is all quiet. No man is seen with guns or grenades. ಈಗ ಯಾರ ಬಳಿ ಸಹ ಗನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಸಹ ಈಗ ಶಾಂತವಾಗಿದೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷ. So Ramakant tells this, the driver. There may not be firearms. Of course, no firearms can be seen now, no guns, no grenades. But Mirajkar was told by a forest official, okay, Mr. Ahmad, about this thing. Okay, let us see what Mr. Ahmad, the forest official at Kaziranga National Park, told Mirajkar. The officer of the forest department at Kaziranga said poachers were carrying foreign arms. Look at these poachers. Poachers means people who kill animals, okay, to sell their valuable parts. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಹಂತಕರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಪೋಚರ್. ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನ ಬೇಟೆಯಾಡಿ ಬೆಲೆ ಬಾಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಂಗಾಂಗಗಳನ್ನ ಕದ್ದು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಪೋಚರ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ಸ್. So foreign arms, like Videshia, I mean arms, what we call weapons, okay, like 303s, gun name, 500 double barrels, okay, another name of the gun, and 470 US carbines. These are the names of the guns, revolvers. Some smugglers were caught. Some smugglers were caught, okay, smugglers. And 2 poachers were shot dead. Look at this. So I mean, these happened, okay, so in this year, and ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಡೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಘಟನೆಗಳಿರಲ್ಲ. Okay, poachers, smugglers, and foreign arms or weapons. But Mirajkar is worried about these things. If terrorism had stopped, these weapons should not have been there in the hands of the poachers. ಅವ್ರ ಕೈ ಇರಬಾರ್ದಾಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ Mirajkar. Right, Mirajkar starts telling stories about the First World War. Yes, so Mirajkar had made a serious study of firearms. So he tells about the First World War and the weapons used in that war. So maybe what are the effects of that one. The driver Ramakanta, name of the driver is Ramakanta. He also joins Mirajkar, okay, in sharing about such things. So while Mirajkar tells about the First World War, Ramakanta tells stories about the poachers from the bordering areas. Mirajkaru First World War ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, Ramakanta driver poachers, bordering areas, okay, ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದ ಬಾರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ poachers, ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ್ಳರು ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಹಂತಕರು, ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಥೆಗಳನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಘಟನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. That means both of them start talking about such things. Yes, how is Ramakant looking? Okay, his appearance, Ramakant Ekantadu. So he was middle-aged. Ramakant, the driver, is middle-aged. He wore Nepali cap to cover his balding head. Okay, to cover his balding head, he wore Nepali cap, and he was sturdy. Okay, strong and short. Okay, even the writer says that she writes that his neck disappeared in the collar. Okay, as from the short, and small eyes, just like all Bodos have. Okay. And a thin mustache. And he was a good driver. He rarely applied clutch or brake. Okay, such a good driver Ramakant is. Fine. So, but the writers, fine. While Ramakant and the driver are talking about the firearms or the First World War or the poachers, the writer doesn't listen to their talks as she is busy in watching the surrounding, watching the trees, the hills. Okay, ಅದನ್ನು ವಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಕಡೆ ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Yes, she is watching different trees with the different shapes and sizes of leaves. Okay, there is a complete description of the trees, the leaves, how they appeared. Okay, so all these things the writer is enjoying. Fine. So, right, we know that these two professors work at Delhi University and they know the place Delhi. So now they compare Delhi to this place, Assam, okay, maybe Guwahati. Compared to Delhi, this place is heaven. Look at this. Compared to Delhi, this place is heaven. Such a good place, such a beautiful place, such a clean place when compared to Delhi. Why? Why? What happened to Delhi or in Delhi? Delhi ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? The bountiful Yamuna of the Afghan and Turk poets, Yamuna, okay, in Delhi. Yamuna river flows, the Yamuna flows in Delhi. Of course, during the times of Afghan and Turk poets, okay, it was bountiful Yamuna, beautiful Yamuna, inspiring Yamuna. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಫ್ಘಾನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟರ್ಕ್ನ ಕವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಮುನಾ ನದಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ರಿವರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. But now it has turned into a stinking sewer, stinking drainage. ಅದು ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಕೊಳೆತು ನಾರುವ ಗಬ್ಬು ವಾಸನೆಯ ಒಂದು ಚರಂಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಈಗ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಯಮುನಾ. And Sadar Bazaar, the then Sadar Bazaar, okay, which with its steaming crowds. Then, okay, so this area, Sadar Bazaar area, but it was full with crowds, full with crowds. Janagala Gumpu, Janagala, but now it has become a battlefield. It has become a battlefield. Okay, ಅದೊಂದು ಯುದ್ಧ ಭೂಮಿ, ಒಂದು ಗಲಾಟೆ ನಡೀತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾಗವಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ compared to Delhi, this place is heaven. Okay, fine. So they are traveling and it became dark slowly. It became dark. It becomes dark. Katlu kavite, katlu kavite. Okay. So let me stop here, my dear students. Okay, let us see the learning outcomes of this class. The students know about Indira Goswami. Yes, you know some details about the writer Indira Goswami. They comprehended, enjoyed nature's beauty of Assam, of course, if not completely, at least. Okay, so we knew that different trees or crops of Assam. And they became aware of the problem of terrorism in Assam. Okay, yes, the problem of terrorism in Assam, of course, once existed. Okay, let us have a look at the multiple choice questions. And here is question number 1. Pick out the term which is not related to Indira Goswami. Translator, scholar, C, professor, D, editor. Yeah. Which of these 4 words is not related? One is not related to Indira Goswami. Find that word. Okay, you are right. Here is the answer. A, yeah. She was not a translator. Question number 2. Which award did Indira Goswami win in 2001? Sahitya Academy Award, Jnanapith Award, Padma Shri Award, Writer of Assam Award. Yes, 2001. Yes, you are right, dear students. Answer B, Jnanapith Award, the highest Indian literary award. MCQ 3. The driver's name is, yeah, very easy, I think. Chandrakanta, Lakshmikanta, Mahakanta, Ramakanta. Yes. Again, you are right, dear students. Yes, D, Ramakanta. Fine. So question number 4. Mirajkar would jump up now and then because of the sound of the gunfire, of the sound of the wild animals, of the darkness, of the thick forest. Yes, very easy too. guess, and of course your guess is right. Yeah, of the sound of the gunfire, you will jump up now and then. The last question in this section, which is not true about Ramakanta. He had small eyes, he was middle-aged, he was tall, he had thin mustache. Yes. Okay, once again you are right. Of course, the answer is C. He was tall, no, he was not tall. Okay, so let me stop the multiple choice questions here. Now let us go to the next slide. As references, this book, Literary Ruminations, is referred to prepare this video class. Dear students, now let me thank you for listening and watching this video class attentively. Okay, before closing the class, let me wish you to have a nice time. And now allow me to end this class.